I would say at this point it certainly looks that way. The decision on the part of the Crockett Company is simply to ignore, first of all, the requests of the people in the community to make these repairs, and then when the city code was about to be enforced, they simply said, instead of repair, we'll tear it down and the people can get out.
Mainly a shortage of time, since according to the federal judge it should be done 60 days from January 5th, which would mean March 5th, and we've estimated it would take at least 6 months to get it done.
If it cannot be done, what alternatives are there?
We're represented by the Attorney General's office in any legal matters. Now, I understand from the representative of the Attorney General's office handling this particular business that come March 5th or whenever the thing would go back into session, I mean the judge in session in terms of what has been done, he feels that if we can show Judge Taylor that we made every reasonable human effort to get things done as much as we could, that the judge will be amenable to going along with the idea. I don't know and I can't guarantee it. I'd hate to be held in contempt of court and put in jail, but all we can do is best we can.
We're going to talk with constitutional lawyers today, the best, so far as I know, in the city of Washington.
You identify with the election?
Yes. If they tell me that I have a fighting chance, that's all we had to start with. Then I think I personally might accept the decision of my own state Supreme Court. But I've been urged by many, many people to take this on to the federal courts if at all possible. And that I intend to do. If you have to follow advice of counsel, and I know all of you have heard that oft-said remark that a fellow who acts as counsel for himself has a fool for a client. I'm not going to take my own feelings, my own desire to be a candidate. I'm going to listen to men who are in and out of the Supreme Courts daily, and rely on their counsel.
I would ask him would he be kindly and please would give us a chance to find us a place and do not tear them down before March the 15th. And let us wait at least until summer after school is out. These we have so many children in this area going to school, and they would have to be taken out of school and transferred somewhere else, and it's so hard to take a child out of school at this period of time to put them somewhere else when the school is just like in 2 to 3 months all we like it.
Mrs. Nidetch, why are Americans overweight? Firstly, I don't think it belongs to Americans, Mal. I think people are overweight all over the world. We've proven this by being invited to Europe and throughout Canada and in Australia, New Zealand, etc. So I think people are overweight, not so Americans. Statistics say 79 million Americans, however, are suffering with obesity. I don't know why. However, I think it all starts when you're in a baby carriage. Somebody gives you a cookie when you're crying, and maybe a toy would suffice. I think you get the idea that food is solace, food is reward, and you grow up using food for that reason. Basically, it isn't any of those things. I think it's fuel. It should be eaten so that you can function, and that's that. For those of us who were fat and thought food was the answer to every problem, we cried a lot in those days.
Your movement is very popular among women, but isn't it true that men need your program as much as women?
Thank you. Thank you for recognizing it. Years ago, they used to call it the Fat Ladies Club. It isn't true. Men can be touched, men can be afflicted, and may I tell you, we're very proud of the men who join Weight Watchers. I think when a man gives up a gin game in order to come to a Fat Ladies Club, he's not going to fool around with it. He really sticks with it. He does the job, and he gets thin. And when it's all over and done with due respect to all the gentlemen, they're just as vain as the ladies.
What's the place of exercise in your program?
We believe that if you've always been energetic, by all means continue. If you never have, it's kind of sad to start with a weight control program. Simply because from our own experience, when we were fat and we did 3 push-ups, we evaluated that was worth at least a chunk of chocolate layer cake.
If I offered you this candy bar or this package of raisins, which would you take?
I would salivate a lot, and I'd probably look for something to sop up all the salivating I'm doing. I don't think I would take either.
Thank you, Gene. Shall we leave?
Indeed, it's been a pleasure.
Okay.